So, The Chosen, Season 1, Episode 3. This is kind of like an episode that kind of takes a step back. It moves away from the storylines we've seen so far in the first two episodes, and basically it's exclusively just Jesus. He's camped out in the wilderness all by himself at first, going about his business, spends a lot of time in very intense prayer to his Father in heaven, almost like he's getting prepared. It's almost like he's getting mentally prepared for the mission ahead, which is like 3 years of where he's going to have, preach and gather people and teach them what the kingdom of heaven is like. And he's going to be what. What the Messiah said he was when the prophecies of the Messiah he was going to come and gather his apostles, heal people and teach people, get them to the point where they know what the kingdom of heaven it is and how to behave and how to live their lives the way God wants them to, basically. And he does spend a lot of time alone, just praying to his Father in heaven, which made me think that's kind of like what I think we all should be doing at some point, like especially when we make major decisions in our lives. We should take some time off and take a step back and kind of look for a quiet place and spend some time just between us and God, and like talk to him about what the major decision is, what you're going to do, and what the possible pitfalls might be, and whether it's a good decision. Just a way to kind of reflect on where you're going with your life, and even when it's not a major decision, just like every day. I know I've been kind of guilty of not doing this enough. Every day I should spend more time, just like at least 5 or 10 minutes, just in a quiet time, and just in communion with God, and just letting him know how my day was and what problems I'm having, and even what joys I'm sharing, my joys, and just listening to possible ways that I can, have a better life and do things the right way and everything like that. So I like that kind of like the way it shows him doing that. Also, the other part of the episode is where he's with a lot of children. Some local children kind of like stumble upon his camp is, and then they get curious, and he's like, yeah, he encourages them to talk with him, and he spends a lot of time just telling them stories, teaching them what God wants of them. He's asked them to, their opinion on a lot of things, what they know, what they want to know, any questions that they have, and things like that. Just being very open with them, even incorporating like the things he does. He's like he goes about like making or wooden objects that he would then go and sell so that he could make a trade for food and clothing and things like that. And he would like kind of make them a part of the whole thing, and if they want to help, to help and things like that as he's talking to them. And it's really, really nice. It was a really great episode just watching this, really insight into like kind of like personality, and when he's not out preaching and things like that, just like kind of a more relaxed thing, just letting children be children, and just being great to them. There's a point where one of the kids is telling her about how there's an incident at school where somebody was harassing him and pushing him, and then he pushed him back harder for him to stop, and Jesus was like making him think about, is that what God would want you to do? Not that you should be letting people take advantage of you, but you don't necessarily have to go out looking for revenge, looking for to get even or anything like that, but instead to let God take care of that, take care of the justice, because only God knows everything that's going on, and would know the perfect way that would bring about to balance the scales of justice, and let God take care of that instead of like going off and being obsessed with getting revenge and getting even and things like that. And I have read, um, some criticisms of the show that they mainly are revolve around, and this is from both Protestants and Catholics. They mainly revolve around people complaining that certain events that it's portrayed in the show is not in the Bible. Well, of course that's going to happen, because this is a show that's over multiple seasons, quite a few episodes, and not every minute of every hour of every day was of Jesus' life was in the Bible. So obviously you're going to have to expound on something. But the question you should be asking is not whether it happened in the Bible. You should really be asking is what was portrayed, what event or you know vocabulary, whatever he's saying, dialogue, whatever he does, or anybody in any character in this show does it contradict what is in the Bible? So far, I have not seen anything that would contradict that. No, as a matter of fact, this scene with the children, definitely not in the Bible, but I could see how it could have happened easily because there was a time when Jesus was preaching to a crowd of people and children ran up to him and his apostles automatically like kind of like shoot him away and said, there's important things going on here. He's teaching people and stuff. Children should go away. And Jesus stopped them. No, let them come, let them be part of this. It's like it's important for them as well. And it's like, and he said, you need to be like a child again in order to enter the kingdom of heaven. And what he means is like you need to have that trust in God, to be open to what God is telling you, so that you're not closed off and not listening. And like sometimes we go from being a child to an adult, and we get kind of jaded and less trusting and kind of like not open to what is being said to us. And he's saying like be like a child, be like trusting, and be have that innocent trust in God, so that God can teach you what it is that you need to do in order to have a great life, in order to have a great afterlife, and just be more like children. And sometimes we do have to pause and like see how we've changed as we've become adults. And it's like, yeah, be more like God, be more like children, in order to have that trust in God. So it was a really good, a little bit shorter episode, really good episode, just kind of like a laid back type thing where you just see the scenes with him interacting with the kids and the children. It's really, I really like this episode. So far so good. 3 episodes, first 3 episodes of season 1. I'm liking it so far. Let me know what you think of the show. I know everybody out there is probably way ahead of me already. I'm still in season 1, but let me know what you think of it. And thank you for watching. I'll talk to you soon.